What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Murph. I'm here to give you some more free to play and early mid game level focused content on Marvel Strike Force. Now, today we've got kind of an interesting issue that I feel we haven't had in a long time. I don't know what to do with the fucking game. I mean, I know what to do, but I'm seeing a lot of talk right now about like this is super nice to kind of have a break for a few days. These monthly milestones. The monthly milestones all ended yesterday at reset on Sunday, and the September milestones don't start until Wednesday. So we got like this nice like 3 day, I guess, no, Monday, Tuesday. Yeah, so like a nice 72-hour break in here. So it's kind of easy to lose sight on what you're trying to do when you get these lulls and don't have all these events to kind of keep you tied up on. You might get bored and try to just find ways to play the game, i.e., spending gold, spending orbs, like blowing shit just to because you're feeling like that addictive itch to like get in the game and do something and achieve something and make something happen. So I'm here to calm you down, chill the fuck out. Don't waste shit on this. Take a walk, get off the game, take a break, while you can for a few days because September is going to be crazy with these milestone events for the month. But if you're looking for kind of ways that you can focus these next few days while you have some breathing room in order to better prepare for the upcoming events, later this week and next week, this video is for you. If you guys enjoy my content, like the video, subscribe so you don't, miss any other videos that I make. Leave a comment down below. Let's have a conversation. And if not, all good. It's all good. But no, so today, we've got Phoenix's event is coming out. It will literally be live by the time I post this video. So your villain mystic controllers, if Phoenix is really in your sight, you can kind of quick focus on her. My main mantra on this video is going to be like, if you're absolutely not ready for the event, don't blow your resources getting ready for these events that I'm talking about here. Thought I was going to sneeze. Um, but don't panic invest into characters getting ready for an event that you're not ready for. Build for it in the future. These are always coming back around. So, for instance, you'll see, where is it? Saved roster. So I put my villain mystic controller roster together, right? And that's what it looks like. I've got Loki, and that's it. I am not going to invest in any of these characters or try to panic farm them in order to get Phoenix. I don't care. She'll come back around. If you take a look at this, where is it? There we go. All right. So check this out, right? Wrong one. Here we go. Phoenix, 6th June. So most of these like legendary events, they come around. I think I've missed a few dates on most of these, but like at a minimum, once every 55 days. You've got 2 more months to farm it out before she comes back. She's not some game breaking character you need to break the bank for. Don't worry about it. If you got the characters, she's coming out tonight, knock it out. If you do want to start farming, in the long run for it, I've released kind of an already like legendary unlock guide, but take a look at Loki, Mordo, and Hela. Mordo just got kind of reworked into the Dark Hunters team, and Loki and Hela are both going to be godsends once you start your Doom campaign up, and also help you unlock Black Bolt, who unlocks Ebony Maw. So like technically they can unlock like 3 separate legendaries. And yeah, that's kind of it for that one. I'm not going to go too in depth on it. Um Otherwise, later this week we've also got, let me swap this back real quick. So later this week, once August 31st, September 1st hits, we got a whole like first round of events coming out for the September monthly milestones. So namely the Stark R&D. Now that's going to be that blitzing focused event featuring Bionic Avengers at Gear 13 for bonus points. And then also you're going to be able to spend gold for milestone points. So in order to make sure that you can maximize like max out that event without spending too much gold, because like the cap for that event is 15 million points. So the more points you can get with Blitz, the less gold you're gonna have to spend for it, right? And you don't want to have to waste so much gold. And you definitely, after last week, you don't want to be doing fucking 2 hour rotations. So one thing you can also focus on is getting your Bionic Avengers up to Gear 13. It's going to help you bridge that gap. I just took Bionic Avengers into Doom 1 this week on my main account First time that our alliance has attempted, in a couple months since there's been a lot of moving people in and out throughout the cluster, but they destroy that fucking raid. I had two at gear, no, three at gear 14, two at gear 13. Super fun to use, and they're going to help you out in this event and help save your pockets. So that's another option you can start focusing on. Otherwise, we've also got a quick rumble featuring Shield coming out on Thursday. So if you have any kind of last minute Shield characters that aren't, 5-star, 7-star that you would like to quick farm out in order to one, easier max that event for the monthly milestone, or two, use them to unlock Iron Man, you have those options there. For Thursday as well, the Pestilence Scourge comes around. So Pestilence Scourge specifically, I highly, highly recommend not panic investing in this Scourge event. These Scourge events are amazingly fun. I love them when they're live. They're so much fun to play through, but they're a trap for resources. Like, because they only come around every so often, people will get into a Scourge thinking they're going to be able to clear higher levels than they are, around the low to mid game level, and they're going to freak the fuck out and panic invest into their teams and characters to try to push out, that squeeze out the last bit of points to get those shards. I've been guilty of it every single time. What I'm really gonna try to do this time, and I would encourage you guys to do, is don't fucking panic farm or panic invest into your teams and characters for the Scourge. Go into it with whatever you have this week. Like, if you have 3 more days to build up before it, so I'll show you kind of my ideas for it later on in this video. But if you have some like last minute investments before it comes out, start preparing for it and get it done now, I guess in the next 48 hours. But once it comes out, don't fall into the trap of panic spending your resources. Keep them hoarded up. Stay to your limit, 1 gold or 1 million gold per day. Just don't extend your budget. Keep that nice cushion, because as we kind of covered in my other video that I released on Saturday, this events calendar that I kind of looked through. Now, this is, asterisks. If Scopely maintains the current release cadence, this is the release cadence that has happened so far for the Scourges. So we got our first run 13 April. Second run was 27 July. That was 105 days after the first run. And then after the second run, the third run that we got is going to be 1 September. So it's 36 days in between, which means if they maintain this cadence, like if that's an intended timeline, every 36 days we're going to be getting the Scourges. We're going to get Pestilence Scourge again. So, if you don't unlock Morgan Le Fay this time, or if you don't do as well as you thought you were going to, just fucking be patient. The event's going to come back next month, right? So just, spend the next couple days investing in whatever you need to. And once it comes out, I mean, like, you can continue investing, but don't over invest or panic, because these events are coming back around. Just be patient. Don't stress yourself thin. Now, going back to this week, we've also got Coordinated Assault coming out. So I guess the next few days you can save up on your ISO 8 campaign energy, like free refreshes, and then start popping them all for your alliance once that event goes live. That kind of covers this week in content and stuff you can prepare for. So next week we've got actually the Power of Attorney milestone that's been data mined. So let me pull this up real quick. Bam. Power of Attorney milestone. Where'd you go? That's too far. That's Hulkbuster. Power of Attorney milestone is. I just had it up here. Either way, it's a Blitz featured event. There it is. So, Power of Attorney. You're gonna get points for blitzes from. That's not it. Where the fuck is it? Public Defender milestone. Okay. So earn more points by using City Heroes, Fantastic Four, and or Defender characters. Even more points if they're equipped with Gear 13 plus. So another option for kind of this lull for the next few days, if you want to prepare for next week's events, you could work on your City Heroes. You could work on Fantastic Four. I would not ever recommend it right now, and or Defender characters. There's a couple of Defender characters that are kind of niche for War because they double as heroes for hire. So maybe you could put a little bit to them, but there's better characters out there for you right now to focus your investment in. And specifically, if we pop back up to our City Heroes characters, the team that I would recommend if you really want to build City Heroes right now, because this is going to help you here, is going to help you in both the Pestilence and the Famine Scourges as well. I would focus on your Young Avengers, like ASAP. Web Warriors too, if you don't have them, because that's also going to help out with Pestilence Scourge and this event next week. But I mean, realistically, if you have Web Warriors up, it should be a fairly easy Blitz event. Young Avengers as well. Some honorable mentions. I mean, we got Nico Minoru for A Force and Jessica Jones, because there's also a second milestone that's going to be running during that time that features A Force and War. So that's one way you could max out that event too. But I I'm still not too high on A Force personally. Otherwise, that kind of covers it for those characters that I would recommend for that event. And next up, I already talked about the Fighting Force Web Milestone. So yeah, kind of my plan right now is I've kind of broken it down for myself in a few different areas, right? So next couple days and this week, I'm hoping to focus on one Bionic Avengers. So where are we at with them? Gear tier 13 for the upcoming Stark R&D Blitz event. So I've got Iron Man and Vision at Gear 13 already. I'm hoping to get Viv Vision up as well, and maybe one of the other two during the event. But I'm on such a tech gear crunch right now after all of these that we'll see how it goes. Otherwise, another team you can work on that I already mentioned is Young Avengers. I mean, you should be working on Young Avengers, period. But that's kind of what I'm shifting like my main priority to right now, because my Web Warriors are essentially maxed out for what they can be for the Pestilence events. Young Avengers is going to help me out in Famine in the future, but also it'll help me with the Pestilence event because the first four nodes are like City Hero nodes. Actually, I think two of them are global, so I might take that back. But they'll also help you out in that Power of Attorney milestone next week for blitzing with City Heroes for the most part, because three of these are City Heroes. So I'll probably end up trying to get um, America Chavez up for sure. Oh my god, I'm losing my mind. Miss Marvel. Uh, yeah, Miss Marvel. I'll probably try to get her up to gear 13 this week, and then I might see about getting these other ones. But they're not city heroes. The rest of the three of the teams, so they don't really count. And I'm also still kind of working on Wakanda on the side for my Cosmic Crucible team, but unfortunately, Shuri's going to be a pain in the ass to get up just because I have such a tech gear crunch due to Bionic Avengers. Another team that I would recommend working on if you don't have them yet, but just don't overinvest in them or panic to build them, is Web Warriors. Obviously, they're the featured character team for the hey bud for the Pestilence event, and that kind of covers what I'm doing the next few days, or what I would recommend doing the next few days. If you're looking for things to focus on the next few days because you don't have events to kind of help, laser focus you in, then you could focus on some of these teams: Young Avengers, Bionic Avengers, and Web Warriors. I mean, duh, that sounds like duh. You've been recommending to build these teams for forever. Everyone's recommending to build these teams. Yeah, there's a fucking reason for it. All these events keep coming back to these same teams, but otherwise, if you just want to take a Blake or take a Blake, if you'd like to Blake a break, you want to take a break. I don't blame you for it. You want to, go sit on the swing set and think about how Scopely touched you bad last week with that Blitz event, and process all your trauma uh, that you've gained from that event. I understand. Go for a walk, get some fresh air, relax, take some time away from the game. Not too much time. Don't kick from your lines. Don't sandbag, but um, you know, do what's best for you. And as always, like the video if you like this content. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. And if you don't, it's all good. Have a good night. Stay safe.